Sup guys, and yes, I'm making full use of that intro right now. Oh my god. So today I want to talk about the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie that came out last night in the UK, and oh my god, well, the English dub. I loved it. I have so much to talk about. So the first 5 minutes is going to be non-spoiler stuff, talking about the movie in general, and then the rest of it's going to be spoiler stuff, so I hope you're ready for it. So the first main thing I want to talk about during the movie was the animation, because the animation was actually pretty fucking good. It was animated very nicely, except when it came to the bit where they're talking about how to do a certain thing. You'll tell the movie, basically. Yeah, so that's the only bit that has like tiny bad bits of animation, but everything else was good. But they did do CG throughout the movie at some points, but it was only small points, and not only that, the animation for the CG wasn't bad looking, so it does get points for that. So that's actually pretty neat, that the animation was very consistent, everything looked very clean, except there were some moments, just a couple of moments where Broly either looked a little bit too swallow or off the scale, and that's about it. But the animation itself was very clean when it was well presented, I guess. For example, when it came to either one of the fights that you've been teased through the trailers, between the Vegeta or the Frieza fight, or the Goku fight, all of it animated pretty well. You even had this neat little section where in the fight, Broly went into a first person perspective, and you were Broly. That's the best way to put it. That's what me and my mates were like when we were at the cinemas. We were like, we are Broly. You just see him, like, you know, hitting the head and stuff like that. It was really cool. Story-wise, I think it'll definitely pull in Dragon Ball viewers, definitely, because the story is actually really good in this movie. The first 10 minutes is like a reimagined version of the lore to the series. So, you know, it was like Bardock versus Frieza, you could see the future and whatnot. That was changed. Now it's more Bardock uses his intuition and assesses the situation to go like, alright, we need to get Kakarot the fuck out of here. And I quite like that. I think you guys will definitely enjoy the reimagined version of the Dragon Ball Bardock movie, because that's what the first 10 minutes is. It's literally that. And there's no time wasted. And I quite like that. And for the 10 minutes, I say it was way better than any Bardock movie that I've seen yet. Even though I really like Bardock, this new Bardock, he's pulled me in. I'm not gonna lie. And you also get to see Gine, that's how you say her name. I thought it was Jean, I guess I was wrong. It's Gine, right? You also get to see her in the movie, and she is a character some fans have been very... They've enjoyed drawing fan art, if you get what I mean. So to actually see her canonly in a movie, this should get people hyped up for that. So I hope you guys will also enjoy that when you go to see the movie. But one thing I want to address, and that is a comment I got when I was live streaming about the new Broly being a bitch. Okay, I'm getting ready for the Finna boy right now. Boy, Broly was not a bitch in that movie. He still had his badassness with his absolute swallowness, right? He was pretty badass when he was fighting. Sure, when he was in his base form, he wasn't exactly badass, but that's what I liked about it. It was meant to be awkward, and it was meant to be quirky, right? That's the way Broly's meant to be. He's not talked to people in years, and there's no need for him to be such a, like, dickhead. The older Broly was just the fucking lines of Kakarot. So I don't see how he's badass when it comes to his lines, but in this one he was a badass when it came to his lines. He was also a caring person, so I kinda like it. So Broly's kinda like another gentle giant right now, but if you piss him off he'll fuck you up, kinda like 16. So, you know, he really appeals to me, definitely. But yeah, Broly is definitely... It's a good movie, right? That's all I've got to say. The animation, the story behind it, it has a lot of key things that just really suited together really well. I made it a good movie, a really enjoyable movie. I'd go see it again. I think I might actually go see it again because I did enjoy it. The fight scenes are very lengthy, so if you enjoyed that, then yeah, you'll like it, because the fight scenes, they're not really lengthy, but they're also really good, and the movie is very comical, so you'll have your usual funny Dragon Ball moments if you enjoy that type of stuff, which I did, so, you know, you're gonna enjoy that, definitely. All the quirky moments, and all the funny moments, and all the just a general movie, in my opinion. I enjoyed it. So yeah, this bit is going to be the spoiler bit, so if you don't want any spoilers whatsoever, or if you want to see spoilers, or if you've already seen the movie, I suggest you stay for this bit to hear my opinion on it. But yeah, that's the spoiler bit, so I'd say from here on out, don't watch the rest of the video. Alright, so to continue, what happens is, the reimagined version, basically Bardock's all like, we need to get Kakarot out of here, and I was like, yo, I like this, because Bardock comes off as more of a dad. Hine was like an amazing mom, because I love the way she was like very sad about that, and this is the only time I really felt for Goku, because it was actually a very sad thing scene. You also see what's happening with Vegeta, and you find that Vegeta is actually with Raditz at a young age. This is the first time you'll ever see a kid Raditz. And, you know, it's kind of fucked up, because I want to see more Raditz now for some reason, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it continues on, and then you hear about how King Vegeta exiled Broly to a different planet because he may have been stronger than his son. That's why King Vegeta got rid of him. Paragus went to a different planet, and they trained for years and up into years. And basically, they've been there since the entirety of Planet Vegeta being destroyed to the current super arc we're at right now, after the Tournament of Power. That's how long they've been stranded on this remote island for, because like Paragus is actually looking old, and if you don't know about Saiyans, for them to look old, they have to be really old, because they can hold their young age at a very lengthy age. For example, if they were 70, they would look like Vegeta the way he is right now, for example. So yeah, he must be very old at this point. Broly, he's all grown up, looking like a swallow lad, definitely, but it was kind of cool. And then you hear like a backstory about Broly, and I was like, you know what, I like it, because Broly tells the story right after Chirai, who's one of the girls in the Frieza Force, right? Basically, she stole the thing that would control Broly if he ever went on a rampage, because Broly feared this device, right? And basically she destroys it right in front of him, and Broly's like, okay, you have my trust, right? And basically, he tells the backstory of how he was friends with an animal on the planet that he was on, and basically how his dad shut his ear off so he would never come near Broly ever again, because he was playing with it rather than training. And because he was friends with the animal, he actually decided to keep the ear, and that's why he has the green pelt on him. And I thought that was actually quite nice, because it was like Broly going like, you know, I don't want to hurt things, you know what I mean? And I kind of liked that. It was very nice to see that. But it was funny because he had very socially awkward moments. He had a moment where he's not had water in years, so he goes like, thank you, that was great water. And he's trying to do like the I don't know if you've seen it, but the OK sign that Chirai does, and he has like a weird finger cross up, and it looks so fucking weird, and I loved that. I thought it was quirky and goofy. But yeah, there's like, when it comes to fighting himself, what happens is, the plot is Paragus wants to defeat Vegeta for the sins of his father, right? And that's why Frieza has hired both Broly and his father. That's why. And basically Frieza doesn't give a fuck about the Saiyans that much now, but he just saw an opportunity and he was decided to take it. And yeah, I'll tell you something that I love. Frieza's wish when he was wanting to steal the Dragon Balls was to become taller by 5 centimeters. That got me laughing when I was at the cinemas. And yeah, I'll tell you why. He wants to make it look as if it's natural and he's growing. That is his exact words. And I pissed myself and I loved it. And he goes like, why don't you just go to your second form if you want to be taller, Frieza? And he goes like, well, I want to be taller when I'm like this and when I'm golden. And I'm like, you know what, Frieza? Respect you. That bit got me laughing, I'm not gonna lie, it was very funny. And yeah, you'll have a lot of moments like that throughout the movie. So that's the plot for Paragus wanting to get revenge. And then Broly, as he fights, basically the more he rages on, the less control he has. And basically, he's lost himself, and basically Frieza's like, him Broly goes stronger, he goes like, I'm afraid not, as Paragus is practically dying next to him. And then he goes like, wait, I've got an idea, and basically he kills Paragus and tells Broly that a stray Ki Blast killed him. Broly loses his shit and goes into super berserk Great Ape Saiyan, I guess. And that's the neat thing, his transformation is basically base form, but with the power of Great Ape, which is pretty fucking neat, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, Broly was just absolutely rocking it at that point. Oof. So to continue, Broly basically beat the shit out of Vegeta and Goku until the point where they disappear to Go Fusion, where Frieza was distracting them by them going like, "It's your turn, Frieza," and then Frieza's all like, "Wait, what the fuck?" And you said with Joe posing, and then basically you just see them doing like a training montage for doing the fusion, and then you get Biku, which is the fat one, and then you get the skinny one, and it's quite funny to watch because he's like, "No one can defeat us at our power level now," and he goes like, "You're wrong, your fingers don't make contact," with Piccolo and that, because the instant transmission to Piccolo so they can learn how to do it. And once it cuts back to Frieza, you see Frieza's getting curb stomped shit out of, and I thought, you know what, that's funny and fair enough because he just killed his dad. You know, it's a nice way of revenge that's accidental, so I kind of like that. But yeah, obviously, what happens is he keeps getting stronger, and then Vegeta and Goku form into Gogeta in the movie, and they beat the shit out of Broly. But it was a really good fight to watch, definitely. Everything was animated beautifully, it was very sexy to watch. I wanted to not in the cinemas, but you can't, it's not allowed. So I was like, fuck. It was very good to watch, definitely. And then what happens is, right before Gogeta does the killing blow and Broly's all stunned, it's looking very sad. Chirai basically steals the Dragon Balls that Frieza's going to use to make himself taller, to save Broly and turn him back and make him go back to his home planet. They fuck off back to the home planet with Broly, which is the remote planet he was stuck on. They live with him there. Goku shows up and he's all like, "Hey yo, I'm gonna train with Broly sometimes," and she's like, "I ain't trusting you," and Broly's smiling, and I quite like it, because they actually both seem chill as fuck, and I quite like that. But yeah, the movie overall was pretty good, and Goku leaves saying, "You can call me Kakarot," and I was like, yes! Oh my god, it was kind of like he accepted who he was at that point, and it was fairly enjoyable, definitely. But yeah, that's mostly the plot. That's practically it. I didn't give away everything because, you know, there's some cool bits, don't want to give away all the funny moments and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say it's worth a watch. Probably one of the best Dragon Ball movies we've had in quite a long time. Broly was badass and he was quirky, so I don't know where you're getting this from, Prawn. Definitely not. His actions were badass, and when he was talking, it was quirky, and that was the main point, because he doesn't talk to people. He's meant to be socially awkward, right? And you know what, I kinda like this new form of Broly going to be in the Dragon Ball Super Series. I can't wait to see how they'll implement him, maybe some training sessions with Goku, maybe some funny moments. I would love that, please. Give me some like fucking quirky ass moments with like Goku and Vegeta and Broly eating, please. I would love that. But yeah, new movie, definitely good. You should go check it out. If I could, I would talk full on about the movie, but that would probably be the full length for the movie, because I would just be talking about every single little detail, because everything was good to watch, everything was fairly enjoyable, and yeah, I'm hoping for the next movie to be the cooler movie. That's a big hope, because I haven't got anything else in my mind, and that'd be pretty cool. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, let me know by leaving a like. If you guys really enjoy the content, then subscribe to my channel. If you want to leave any suggestions, go right ahead, and please go see this movie, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!